Maybe for everybody here that it's always confusing, could you explain the difference between a local historic district and the National Register district?
We just went through that in our own historical society because there's a big debate about whether or not they can make this area in Georgetown a historic district and what type it would be. And there's I understand in Newburyport they're fighting the local historic district because the local historic district has more control. Yeah. Apparently a national historic district does not have as much control, believe it or not.
Yeah,
but it has more status. If you want status and you can say your house is in a national historic district, that carries a little more prestige. But a local historic district has the ability to enforce restrictions, and in Concord, try doing anything. The Historic District Commission, if there's a district, there's usually a district commission that controls it, and they are really tough. It's funny because even doing a restoration of Colonel Barrett's farm, the chimney that we built was 1 brick wider than the drawings showed because the notch in the purlin where the chimney had been was 1 brick wider than the original chimney that had been there that was taken down, that had been rebuilt. So we widened it by 1 brick. The Historic District Commission woman walked by and noticed it, 1 brick in width. And we went and they approved it after the fact. But they said, no, you have to come back if you want to widen that chimney 1 brick. And it's true that the local districts do have control. But now, how much authority they have on, you can get demolition delays, but you know, it's more for the public opinion, I think, that you benefit.
The local can say no to demolition.
Yes.
Right.
You can have a demolition delay ordinance, but you have to pass that through the town first. And then you can, in the commission, you can prevent a demolition if you vote against it. But they didn't vote against it.
The ability to not approve demolition of the moose.
So
but they did.
They did.
Definitely. We have work to do to make sure this, like I say, let's not let this house die in vain. We may have to make sure that we have a local commission that enforces it and add other areas to it. Well, Rick, I really want to thank you for the wonderful job you did preparing your report and coming down here and giving the talk. As I keep saying, this house will not have died in vain. The knowledge we've gained from it, I think, will help in preservation, and just the knowing and the history of that house is just really interesting. And Prue, again, I want to thank you. I wouldn't have been even known about it, been able to do anything, and as Rick said, you were tremendous. Your work formed the whole basis of
well, it might have helped. It didn't, but it might have.
Yeah. Well, as I say, this house will not have died in vain. We're going to work to preserve what's left around here. There is still a lot of.
And as I say, it's the education that's the crucial thing. It's because the people don't have the education that they do things like this.
Right.
That's right.
Okay.
Great. Thank you for our